John was a mind reader. Ever since he was a child, he had the ability to read people's thoughts. He had kept it a secret for most of his life, but when he turned 25, he decided to use his power to make a living. He became a mentalist, performing mind-reading acts in front of large audiences. John's shows became increasingly popular, and he soon became a celebrity. But fame came with a price. He started receiving threats from people who claimed to be afraid of him. They said he could read their deepest, darkest thoughts, and they didn't want him to expose them. One day, John received a call from a mysterious man who claimed to have a job for him. The man said he needed John's help to uncover a conspiracy involving some of the most powerful people in the world. He said that John's mind-reading abilities would be crucial in exposing the truth. John was skeptical at first, but the man promised him a huge sum of money, enough to retire for life. John agreed to meet the man and hear him out. The man introduced himself as Victor, a wealthy businessman with connections to the government. He told John that a group of powerful people were planning to take over the world by manipulating the minds of the population. They had developed a technology that could control people's thoughts and emotions, and they were planning to use it to create a new world order. Victor needed John to infiltrate the group and use his mind-reading abilities to uncover their plans. John was hesitant at first, but Victor convinced him that it was for the greater good. John agreed to help, but he didn't know what he was getting himself into. As John started working for the group, he realized that things were not as they seemed. The people he was working with were not interested in saving the world, but in gaining power for themselves. They used John's mind-reading abilities to manipulate him and control his actions. John felt betrayed and decided to turn against the group. He used his powers to gather evidence and expose their plans to the world. But the group was not willing to let him go so easily. They started hunting him down, trying to silence him before he could expose them. John was forced to go on the run, constantly moving from place to place. He knew that he couldn't trust anyone, not even his own thoughts. He had to use all his skills to evade the group and stay alive. In the end, John managed to expose the group's plans and bring them to justice. But he realized that his mind-reading abilities had caused him more harm than good. He decided to retire from his mentalist career and live a quiet life, away from the spotlight and the danger that came with it.